Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Reviewers 100. My name is Scott, also known as Cineram. I do the Thursday videos. This week our theme is Simon Pegg, who is a character actor from the UK. I'm sure most of you over there are very familiar with him from Spaced and Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, playing Scotty on Star Trek, other stuff. I think that he's one of the most likable actors working today. He's just got this persona that's very, very friendly and kind of slightly awkward, but just very amiable. He's just a really likable character. And for this theme, I decided to check out a movie of his that I haven't seen, but had a really good cast. He co-stars with Andy Serkis, Isla Fisher, Tom Wilkinson, and Tim Curry in a movie called Burke and Hare. The movie takes place in the early 1800s. Science has not evolved all that much, although we have a couple of doctors who each have their own sort of medical organizations that they head up, and they're competing with each other for the use of cadavers, dead bodies. They want them to be as fresh as possible so they can use them for their experiments and dissections and lectures and what have you. And so there is a market for fresh dead bodies. And once Burke and Hare, the two characters played by Simon Pegg and Andy Serkis, find out about this, they decide to go into the dead body business. And in order to get them as fresh as possible, they decide to kill the people personally. This is a funny premise, but I'm afraid the movie itself is not really that great. It relies on a lot of gags that you see in like morbid comedies like this. Like, for example, they'll approach a guy intending to kill him. They've got weapons in their hands, and the guy is so frightened by them that he has a heart attack and drops dead like that. That's not exactly a new joke. Andy Serkis, of course, plays a lot of really interesting characters like Gollum in Lord of the Rings, Ceasar in Rise of the Planet of the Apes, he's just really talented and is capable of doing a lot of just different voices, and he's got a lot of facets to him. It's really cool. But in this movie he plays basically, they're longtime friends and occasional business partners running scams on people, and he's got a wife in this movie that he's sort of intimidated by, and she tends to be the one who wears the pants in the relationship. Meanwhile, Simon Pegg is trying to win the affections of Isla Fisher, who is a former prostitute and is now trying to be a legit actress and putting on an all-female version of Macbeth, which I've actually seen staged with nothing but actresses here in Chicago, actually. That was quite fun. But she's not very good, and he's trying to make money so that he can fund her play, so that he can win her affections. There's some gags involving characters who turn out to be significant later on in history. For example, one of the people who's working for Tom Wilkinson's character turns out to be Charles Darwin, the author of Origin of the Species. And then they have gags involving some of the characters inventing the funeral parlor, and a few other things like that. The movie was directed by John Landis, who is, responsible for a number of 80s comedies that have done quite well, like Animal House, American Werewolf in London. He's a well-known director, but he's one of those guys from the 80s, kind of like Mel Brooks, who doesn't make very fast-paced movies. The jokes tend to come like one at a time, and it's not very sophisticated as far as the humor goes. Yeah, I can't really recommend this movie. Some of it's fun, but mostly it was just sort of bland, just kind of okay, and certainly not one of the best films that any of the people who have been in it has ever done. So not really recommending Burke and Hare. There's plenty of other good Simon Pegg movies, like some of the ones I mentioned, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend going out and checking out this one. It's probably not worth your time. Plenty of other good Andy Serkis movies, of course, as well. So yeah, just wanted to try something different and new. That was Simon Pegg week. I'm sort of finishing up the theme here this week, and tomorrow I'll probably post a new video with a new theme, so I hope you'll tune in for that. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave us comments letting us know what you think of our stuff, our reviews. Thanks very much. See you again soon. Bye.